how are you guys doing? This is another product. This is the third one from BoxyCharm that I received in the January box. Like I said, for now I'm gonna just not go more with BoxyCharm box in the material, even though this was like my third one, but I will get back into it soon. It's just that once I cover up all the reviews that I have pending for the skincare, hair care, not hair care necessarily, but more of like the beauty care, when I get most of it covered up, then I will be back on track with the um get the box again. But I just really want to reduce the amount of makeup and skincare products that I have right now, mainly the makeup, to say the least, because I have a lot of makeup going on. Once I either throw out the expired ones or just use them up, then I'll go on to the next one. But before I do that, I know I'm kind of getting a little bit long. Before I go into BoxyCharm, like I mentioned in one of my other BoxyCharm videos for this month, I mentioned that I first want to get over with hair care subscription box first, and then I want to go into also the Fit Fab Fun. I believe that's what it was, box as well. At least one or two of them, because that's like a seasonal thing. So once I get that review started, then I will go back to BoxyCharm, and you guys will definitely get the review again for that. But for today's review, it will be specifically on Per 4-in-1 tinted moisturizer cream hydrant tint. It's so hold on. Let's see, where did I put that card? Do I have that card still? Sorry, guys. I just feel like out of nowhere, the card just disappeared that came in the BoxyCharm box, but you can't actually see it in the BoxyCharm January 2021 video about the price. However, this specifically is aimed for is a tinted moisturizer. It's also kind of work as a SPF 20. It works as a moisturizer. Well, I already said that. It works as a foundation and also works as a primer. So it's like that's where the 4-in-1 comes in. I specifically remember that from the card that it mentioned. Now, okay, so the direction here says that you have to apply liberally 15 minutes before sun exposure. So basically, when you leave 15 minutes before, you can use it as a water-resistant sunscreen. It's swimming or sweating. Reapply at least every 2 hours. When you are out, if you're out for the whole day, I feel like that might be a little bit too much. But let's see, I don't know how moisturizing or dry this is, because some are like a little bit too much for 2 hours, and you normally when you get those sunscreen, those are relatively big and their SPFs are relatively higher. Children to 6 months, ask doctor. Sun protection measures: spending time in the sunscreen, your risk of skin cancer and early skin aging. To decrease this risk, regularly use sunscreen with a broad spectrum SPF of 15 or higher, and other sun protection measures included. Limit time in sun, especially from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., which is there are times where you can't really avoid those time frames. So wear long sleeve shirts, pants, hats, sunglasses, including limit time in the sun, especially from. Okay, I'll rewrite that. Hold on, I'm bugging now. So, in terms of foundation, I think like it mentioned, the tinted part is where it comes as a foundation, so it basically means that it will be relatively light, so it's not really full coverage or medium coverage. I believe it moisturizes at the same time, so if you really want full coverage, you will still have to put foundation on it. So this just kind of gives you that slight tint and moisturize your skin. The primer, let's see, So yeah, just give me a second. I got a different view today for you guys. This looks relatively good spot for these type of things, I guess. Oh, never mind. I never even opened it. Hold on. Okay, so... Okay, I feel like this may be a little bit too much, but let's see. Okay, so yeah, the tint you can kind of work out as a foundation to a certain extent, but this color looks it is on my hand, but I feel like it still may be relatively on the lighter end. See, like this. Look at the difference. Hold on. Look at the. I mean, it's not a huge difference. It kind of blends it out to a certain extent. Let me see how it works. I feel like this will now match up to my neck, though. Honestly. I mean, it's not really drying my skin either. I just. Nah, I didn't put anything on my fingers. I mean, it kind of does blend out pretty well. I would say that's definitely not somebody with lighter, dark skin tone. Like if you like caramel, olive, even darker. If you are like, what shade should I say for the darkest skin tone? I don't know. I just don't want to come off wrong, but yeah, let me pull out the fingers. I mean, it did kind of, I mean, in the beginning, it looked like it wasn't gonna blend in, but yeah, it works out. I just ended up putting a little bit too much. Yeah, I broke another one, but I mean, blending wise, it came out pretty good. It doesn't really feel dry on my skin. However, if you are going to put foundation on it, I recommend to put this on. Like if you're gonna do serum first. This and like the eye cream and all that stuff. And as soon as you put your moisturizer on, I would still recommend to put this first and then the moisturizer on, and then put the primer, because I feel like for me personally with the dry skin, I feel like I will need that extra moisture when applying makeup anyways. So I feel like I will still have to put like a full coverage, or I would say put the moisturizer on first and then this, because this is kind of tinted a little bit anyways. So I would say put the moisturizer on first. Now I'm gonna zoom and say put primer on first and then this, but then I feel like it defeats the purpose of my skin being really moisturized. I don't know, but I would put on the primer first and then this. So I feel like it can go any way. I feel like since it's like 4-in-1, it can go any way. So this is how I'm gonna preferably do it. Have these, do the toner, and then the serum, and then the eye cream, and then the moisturizer, then this, then I will put the primer, and then this. I think it's either or. You can do the primer first or this first because of the tinted aspect of it. Or I'm just bugging. I will have to try that, I guess. And then just do the full makeup, honestly. And the reason why I'm saying is that, again, this is not really full coverage. It does kind of, more so to say, blend in. I will still say to put sunscreen in this somewhere if you want a higher SPF, and that will come in before the moisturizer part. Because again, you want to moisturize your skin. Wait, no, that's thicker than moisturizer. No, you will put the moisturizer on first, then do the sunscreen, because sunscreen is technically thicker, unless if it's thin. Depending on how thick or thin it is, you will put the moisturizer first or the sunscreen first. Because remember, you go from thin to thick on your skin. But if you want to go higher SPF, I do recommend putting on sunscreen anyways, regardless. But I kind of do like this. I'm not gonna lie. I normally don't go for tinted moisturizers. I don't know why. I just never did. But this is kind of giving me a like a thumbs up. I will definitely try a tinted moisturizer, but this is more of like, where I want to not go for a heavy look, like full face flesh type of a thing. Just keep it minimal. I probably might go for it. So this is definitely a yes in my book. I will definitely use a tinted moisturizer in that aspect, because there are majority of the time I don't like going caked up, but I still want to, put it on somewhere, especially on my cheeks if I'm going to work or anything like that. Keep it minimal. If I want to, then I will go for tinted moisturizer at this point. So this is the first time I'm using tinted moisturizer, especially from this company, Per. So it's actually, I would recommend using this, honestly speaking. Now, I have no idea what skin color this is, but I believe they are for darker shades too, I'm assuming. So, yeah. Other than that, go ahead. I will be following. I mean, wait, hold on. Let me rephrase that. I'll be linking down both my Instagram pages down below. Make sure to follow them, hit the subscribe button, the bell button. And I'll be back for more. Stay safe and stay tuned, guys.